Yes, today we are looking into one of my packages, the NPM packages that I worked on back in April and May. So this package is basically for React Native, where we developed a component library. So it includes of a design system, primarily developed by Vignesh Kamath, the designer, UI/UX designer. Um, Firstly, what we did was we were like 6 people working on this project. Uh, we developed about around 20 to 30 components over here, which you can see. So these are the components. Uh, One thing that I liked working on this project was that I got to know how to publish a project, publish a package. What's the importance of design tokens? I got introduced to packages and had a chance to work with the designer basically. So it actually improved me as a developer working in a professional environment. We will be working with the designers. So this package is really simple where I was exploring how to publish packages and stuff. So here we have the code base, the repository. I also had to, I mean, when I was exploring the thing, I did publish it both in NPM registry and GitHub registry both. So that's how this repository is. So I worked with my fellow developers named Janish, Himanshu, Milan, Nidhi, and Diksha for about 1 month right now. Where Nidhi and Diksha primarily focused on design with Vignesh, and before actually focused more on the package side of it. This is the demo repository which Milan and me I developed over here. It just has the front end. So basically, this is the UI interface, which primarily everything you can see over here is developed only using the our component library. So here we have everything. So this is just to have a story. So Epic Trails, what we thought was mostly of Epic Trails was mostly of a company which tends to develop a app for the travelers, basically the bike two-wheeler travelers. While developing this particular package, I also had a chance to work on another package with my fellow mate Himanshu. This package is basically the same React design system package, but this package is done corely using React only, where we have more than uh, more than 20 to 30 components over here. This is also a React based component library like Material UI. I can actually have you to show the storybook component of the particular library, in where we can see the code and have an interactive documentation and all these things where we can go through the components. So we have different components with different functionalities and all those things. These are actually open source usable components. I would be glad if you guys use this component library. Coming to the code base, this is of the demo. This is the library code base, which is self-explanatory actually. Coming to the demo, had it using Expo, in where I have run it specifically for web. You can also go with the Android, and since we have used React Native, it's common for all Android, iOS, and web, which makes it actually good for scalable apps or startup apps, where you can just have one code base for web and app compatibility. So you can see that the application component library is very simple, and it's actually better than what we initially thought. it's just everything is self-explanatory over here, where we are just mapping the components or something like that. Um, we took inspirations from Material UI component library and Satsy UI component library, so you can see a lot of them over here. So these are just components that we used specifically for React Native. With this, I'd like to just end this video and say that I will put the links for both the repositories, npm libraries in the description. We'll see when we look into other of my projects in the future. Thank you.